Dude, fucking rip to King Wow, man.
Yeah, that's one of those things you never come back from. Like,
Yeah, no, that's his whole career right there.
mm, it really, yeah, hey, you're not wrong.
And he shot his shot and missed.
I would never shoot my shot again, honestly.
Yeah, just exactly.
Mm, mm.
Just never. Feels bad. Pour one out. Pour one out for the homie.
I will, because if I got shot down by, think about your celebrity crush, right? And think about that person shooting you down. Not only shooting you down, but shooting you down in front of the entire internet. I'm tearing up right now, man.
That would be.
It's fucking sad.
That's a rough. That's a rough moment.
I'm just imagining like Zendaya doing that to me. You know, like.
Dang.
That's why. See, now I feel like if you did that, if you like got shot down by someone who was like, I don't know, like a real jokester or something, it'd be fine.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like you go shoot your shot with Lil Nas X and he's like, nah. Like,
I feel like that's a funny moment though.
It's like, I got rejected by Lil Nas X. That's funny. You know, you get rejected by SZA, don't go outside again.
Realistically, yeah, you probably shouldn't.
I will say
that. Yeah, but like, everyone on the internet saying SZA's just a liar though. Like, that she just lies.
I mean, she doesn't lie as much anymore. But oh no, dude, SZA. No,
Did
SZA
you see that?
used to lie her fucking ass off. And I mean, yeah, no, SZA used to lie about everything from. She used to have these freckles. She always would like do freckles on her face, and was insistent that they were real. Wouldn't let anybody tell her different. Why? No clue. They were clearly fake. And you know, the thing is with SZA, you know what? Who the fuck am I? About to go on a SZA rant. What the fuck? I'm not doing that shit. No. I'm not fucking doing that shit.
Nah, man.
No. I was about to be like, and you know, here are all the reasons why SZA's actually not fucking.
Not gonna do that?
I'm not dumb. I'm not stupid, all right? I'm not blowing my chances with SZA.
You're gonna get King Wowed. I was gonna say you're gonna get King Wowed.
No, yeah, because SZA, if you're watching, hi. Hey.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the weekly Needle in the Lens podcast. I'm Kevin with my co-host
Noah.
That way. There we go. Yeah. Look at that. We're back this week. Needle in the Lens, music, TV, movies. You already know what's up. All right. We've been doing this for 19 weeks. All right.
19 weeks.
We're here. We're doing it again.
It's a little switched up now. You got a new setup going?
Yeah, I'm moved out, so we're here now.
I got a new chair.
Yeah, you got a new chair, so you know, day of changes for everyone here.
Exactly. It's nice. So I'm gonna be spinning around a lot. I feel like I'm gonna spin a lot. Honestly.
Oh yeah, no. I already do it, so I mean maybe that's the fidgeting habit we got, because like mine before it was, I noticed and I hated it when I was editing videos. I would see myself, I'd twirl the headphone cord.
Really?
No fail.
I would normally, I don't know. Oh, sometimes I will grab my pick and I'll just like
do that
with it.
He was gonna say, like, grab my pick and just start picking out my.
No, that would be weird to do on the podcast. Or I'll just like grab this ring here and I'll just mess around with that.
I mean, sometimes you gotta have your fidget stuff. That's the thing.
And maybe it's time we bring back fidget spinners.
You know, maybe it is. Now that I think about it, maybe they didn't have that bad of an idea.
I don't think they did. I honestly, I was fine with fidget spinners. Did they get out of control?
Absolutely.
100%.
I will say one
That-
thing though, fidget spinners were much more a toy than like an actual like fidgeting device, because I feel like
100%.
the fidget cube, because that was the first one, was the fidget cube. They had the
Right.
right idea there, that it
Right.
had lots of activity stuff to work on with it. So I feel like that one was actually extremely useful for people
Mhm.
versus the fidget spinner, which is like, wee.
Yeah, I know. I mean, the thing is, I don't know how much like how beneficial it was for people, but I can see it still being,
I guess so.
somewhat useful. Maybe not as much as the cube because it gives you just a lot of options,
Right.
But I think there's a reason that the spinner caught on more is because it is also fun, like you didn't see everybody out there with their fidget cubes,
Right.
So
I mean, it's
with that
kids. That's the
information
thing.
what you
Kids
will.
was what made it catch on, I feel.
Hey, and then I hopped on too, so
Hey, man.
it was fun. It was nice.
It
Like,
was-
man, I bought a fidget spinner. People were like, "You bought one?" I never bought one. I just like got one somehow.
Yeah, like
"Wha-"
they just ended up places all the time.
I never ended up in the right place to get a fidget spinner, so everyone had one. And I was like, I need to buy one on Amazon, I guess, because I want to be a part of this, and I don't know how I'm going to get one.
You bought one? Oh, now I'm
I
disappointed.
bought a fidget spinner on Amazon.
I can't
Did what I had to
support
do.
this. I can't.
What was that,
support
like,
this.
Was that like 2018, 2017?
Had to have
2017.
been. No. It had to have been 17. Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say because I was like graduating and then going to college.
Yeah.
So it was definitely 2017. Which, you know what? I was like, I was in high school. Fine.
Yeah.
I'll finish spinner. Fuck it.
Hey,
But
fuck it.
enough conversation about fidget
Yes.
spinners.
No
We
more.
have
No more
actual
fidget spinner
content
talk.
to get to today.
Yes.
Fun, interesting content. I'm very excited to dive into this today because we're getting into our we're at the midway point of the year right now.
Yeah, just
so-
about. We're at the end of the 6th month, and there's 12 months in the year, so it's kind of
Wow.
the halfway point. Math,
Look
quick
at
math.
12.
Let's go.
Wow, that was impressive, man. That was impressive.
Thank you. I worked very hard to get that math.
I know you did.
Busted out
Yeah,
the
you did.
calculator and everything.
I gotta do it.
All
like
right,
that
but yeah, we're halfway through the year. So essentially what we wanted to do for the majority of this episode is kind of look back and see, has 2021 been a good year in terms of, music and TV and movies are concerned.
Right.
Otherwise, that's completely different conversation to be had.
Yeah, definitely. And I think it's really interesting because I was watching this review or this video from Dead End Hip Hop on YouTube. Check them out. They're great.
Yes.
And they was talking about like the current drought in hip hop. And granted, this video, they said they recorded it before J. Cole dropped. So it was like a little outdated. But I was like, interesting because I don't know, it does, and I guess we're gonna get into this a little bit, but it definitely does feel like it's still a little dry, but I
Yeah.
see like that there are things coming, which helps. But I will say, I think for both of us, we expected this first half of the year to be a little heavier than it's been.
Oh yeah, I will say definitely in the first. I'll say in the first quarter, it was very, very lacking in a lot of
that
respects.
first quarter was rough. I can think of like Slow Tie's album was like,
Yeah.
I think like really like one of the biggest releases in that first
Exactly.
quarter, which I mean, love Slow Tie, but I feel like that says a lot when like one of the biggest releases for me of the first quarter was the Slow Tie album. Like out of all the rappers it could have been. And I love that album. That, like I said, no disrespect.
Oh yeah, no,
But
a
it's not a
fantastic
necessarily
album.
big name,
Yeah, it's
so-
not a household name. Most definitely
Right.
not.
especially since in that first quarter we were supposed to be getting Mr. Aubrey Graham.
Exactly. Where are
who
you
let us
at,
down.
man?
He was supposed to be coming in January,
Yeah.
and
Nothing.
it's tomorrow's July, sir.
Yeah, that's 6 months after I got it.
Unacceptable. And why? Because he broke his ankle or like sprained his ankle or something. That's the
Dumbass excuse.
come on.
Yeah, no, that's not okay.
No, definitely not okay. So, yeah, but I guess that's kind of just a little overview real quick. But
Yeah.
I don't know. How did you want to do this?
I guess we can kind of talk about what we were expecting first and kind of what we've gotten of that.
Okay. I'm down to do that. So
yeah, of course. So if you guys have been long-term fans of the podcast, right, 18 episodes ago, we did our, essentially at the end of January, our most anticipated of the year, kind of the TV shows and movies and albums that we were anticipating that would come out this year. And we've kind of I've got my list. I know you said you've got yours too.
mm-hmm.
But I mean, like I could just go through essentially the ones that were on my list. Obviously, first one, I kind of went in, at least in the start, the chronological order, right?
Gotcha.
The ones that we at least knew were going to release. So Drake,
Right.
that was supposed to happen. Didn't fucking happen. Liar.
Right.
Slow Tie, that did happen. We did get it. And it was amazing. It was phenomenal. Great album.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Very solid album.
And then I mentioned that I was looking forward to hearing that new Foo Fighters album that dropped the same day as Slow Ties did.
I do remember that as well.
I was fairly disappointed, I will say.
A little let down.
Yeah, it was a pretty big letdown. I will say, like, it wasn't hitting right. And I mean, they've kind of haven't been making as good music as of late, and they just seem to have lost their edge a bit, you know? It was an extremely safe album. That's what I felt.
That's
so
unfortunate. Granted, they've been in the game for a long time, man.
Exactly. Dude, Dave Grohl's old as shit.
That's if they were releasing their best work at this point, that would be very impressive.
Oh yeah, no, that would be insane. But I mean, hey, still, in my opinion, and highly regarded as one of the greatest rock outfits of the late 90s, early 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, hey, maybe they still got it in them for a couple more good ones, but we'll see.
Maybe.
And then now kind of getting into the ones that are the more unconfirmed projects. Some of them now we have seen, but not very many actually, come to think of it. But so I had Kendrick, SZA, and Isaiah Rashad, obviously. We've been looking to see releases from a lot of TD's roster for a while. We got a couple singles from Isaiah Rashad, which is nice to hear. Good Days came out before we did the podcast, right? So yeah, that was already out. That didn't. So we're not counting that.
Speaking of Isaiah, was supposed to drop this month.
Oh wow!
In the Fader article that he did, the interview with the Fader, it said his album scheduled to drop next month, and everyone was like, "All right, June, come on, June."
So
that was just a fucking lie.
Yeah,
that was just a fucking lie.
Just learning a lot from SZA,
so that's frustrating. And the thing is, I feel like I'm more frustrated about that because if they hadn't, don't give us a date. Then don't give us a date. No. We've gone without a date this whole time. Now they gave us a date for his album, and they didn't drop it. They also said, because there was a song that leaked apparently, that had supposedly the biggest feature on the album. I tried to stay away from most of the information on that because I didn't want it spoiled. I don't know what the feature was.
Oh, dang.
But people were like, oh, is this going to push the album back? Da, da, da. And they were like, no. We're not pushing the album back. That was a fucking lie.
Well, that was a fucking lie.
Exactly. So I need to see this album in July.
Yeah, it's got to be coming out soon at this point because this is just unacceptable.
I'm going to get Top on the phone. Okay.
True.
That's all I gotta say.
Call him
Continue.
up, but yeah.
I had to rant, but yeah, I can
No,
continue with your
good.
TE.
Yeah, no, we've been waiting to hear from most of them for a very, very long time. And I mean, it seemed like Isaiah was going to come out very soon. I mean, he's been dropping shit. So, I mean, we're still waiting
And
on it, but
who do you think from TDE is realistically, now that we are in, basically July tomorrow? I'm just gonna say it's July.
yeah,
Who do you think is gonna drop from TDE at this point?
Isaiah, I feel like is the only one that's going to drop. I feel like Kendrick wouldn't drop this late. And obviously, we have the whole day in Vegas situation where why would he headline a festival if he was dropping an album, but that festival specifically says from Section 80 to Damn?
Yeah, just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, just a pointer on that. But so I highly doubt he's dropping this year. So we're getting into 4-year wait territory. Or no, we're already, has been 4 years.
This is the 4th year.
We're going to be in a 5-year wait period, which, fuck, man. Come on.
As lots of people have pointed out, Tyler has dropped 3 albums since Damn came out.
Yeah, which is crazy. I didn't even think about that. I didn't even realize that Flower Boy came out after Damn.
Yeah.
So that's just mind-boggling to me that
and
he's dropped 3 fantastic albums since Kendrick's last. And it's like, yo, come on. I mean, shit, at this rate, we're going to get a 4th. It looks like. Who knows?
I wouldn't be surprised.
I really wouldn't, man. Kendrick's withholding. Or well, I guess Top's withholding, but, or Punch, Fuck Punch.
Man.
But yeah, Isaiah Rashad looks like the only one that's probably going to drop. I mean, they could do it. They could do a low drop on Absol or like
was it Lance? Was it Lance that was teasing new stuff or dropped a single?
I don't know. I hadn't kept up that hard with him, but yeah, I feel like Absol could have a low key drop that doesn't get like a lot of attention. I feel like everyone else there needs to be build up. Like I doubt we're gonna get a J Rock project. I doubt we're gonna get a Schoolboy Q project.
No.
But I mean, Lance Skywalker could do a more low key drop as well.
I could see Isaiah and like you were saying a smaller name like Absol. I could definitely see something like that happening. It's just I don't know how far along Absol is in that music process, in the album process. I haven't heard necessarily anything. I don't necessarily follow him on socials as closely as I do some of the other TDE people. So but still, of course, looking forward to new music from all of them because all 4 of them, Kendrick, Isaiah, SZA, Absol, were on my list under TDE.
Mm-hmm.
So those were the 4 I was really looking for this year. I think Isaiah is the only sure bet. SZA says she's going to drop this year. I don't realistically see that happening.
Yeah, I wouldn't. If she does drop, I would say August or September.
Yeah, just from what I've gathered from the stuff that she's tweets and like kind of getting a feel for where she's at in the album process, I don't realistically see that coming before the end of the year. I don't know.
I doubt it. But I mean, hey,
if it does, I would love to be wrong.
I'm there for it. Yeah, no, I'm there. I'm in there. I would not mind some new SZA music because I mean, but also to be fair, I could eat off Control for the rest of my life. I'm not even lying on that.
And we probably will. I mean, that's like a forever in rotation type album.
That is honestly,
like it doesn't leave the rotation.
Yeah, it's funny because my girlfriend was telling me that she doubts that SZA will ever drop a project as good as Control. And it hurt my feelings, but I'm scared that she's right. And if she is, then, I mean, hey, like I said, eating off Control for the rest of my life.
I'm not going to say I don't think she can top Control. I don't want to put that energy out there.
Yeah, don't put that out into the world.
I will say it's a very, very tough album to follow up. It is a very
Yeah.
tough album to
Oh
follow
yeah,
up.
definitely.
It's that thing where like, same with Kendrick. It's like, how do you follow up Pimp a Butterfly? You know, people are bound to be disappointed.
Hmm.
Even if, you know, the music is good, it's like gonna be in the shadow of that timeless, you know,
Yeah.
arguably classic album, you know, so it's tough. It's tough. But
It definitely is tough, but
if anybody's got the potential, it's them.
they both really could. And you know, I'm excited to hear what comes from them, but I mean, the longer they keep waiting, the more that expectations are just going to be higher and
Right.
higher. I mean, we're going to get to the point where it's been 5 years since they've dropped an album, and if it's not perfect, it's going to be a disappointment. Point blank,
Yeah.
period.
That's-
Just absolutely.
And it's like I was talking to one of my friends about this, and he was like, you know, I don't want to like, I don't know that their you know, music process, album process. I'm not gonna like try to rush them through anything. I'm like, you know, I understand that. I do understand that on some level. You know, like take your time, put
Mhm.
your album out. But I do think you wait 5 years, the anticipation is gonna be so overwhelming.
Oh yeah.
Whatever you are going to drop may not even be able to live up to the hype that it's generated.
Been building
you
over
know?
that time.
And I understand why Kendrick maybe was apprehensive about dropping last year. I get that. But
Mhm.
him not doing that still just created more time, created more anticipation.
Right.
And now he's going to be going on another year. And people are going to be expecting, I mean, I'm expecting something really great. Like, you
Yeah.
know, to, you know, just bring up Tyler, like that album, like exceeded my expectations.
Oh yeah.
Like, and I am expecting, like, I'm expecting the same from Kendrick, which I feel like isn't a lot to say, but I want to get an album that exceeds my expectations, especially after a
and
5 year wait.
it's going to be hard to exceed the expectations because the expectations are just going through the roof right now. So
Yep,
it's
yep.
really tough to exceed those, but I mean it's always possible. And I also do feel like a lot of it personally has less to do with, I think, the artists taking their time in a sense with their albums, and I think a lot of it does have to, I mean, as we've seen with TDE as a label, how they've kind of been messy with how they're withholding artists from dropping projects
This is
and
true.
dropping
Although I
music.
will say, Isaiah's talked about this a decent amount recently. Because everyone's been like, it was Punch like like making you, you know, hold the album back, and he was like, you know, Punch. Yeah, he was like, I need to clear the record because like Punch is like such a great guy. All the like every time all those years I didn't drop music, that was because of me. You know, he was like, that was all on me. Although I can't say I don't know what's going on with him and SZA, but Isaiah was like, you know, when y'all are telling us to drop, y'all are getting mad at them. It's like usually us. We're usually the problem. I was like,
A whole label wide problem though?
I mean, hey, you know, the thing is, here's the thing. I'm not even gonna Isaiah, I think completely understand. Like he was dealing with a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like a lot of personal stuff. So I understand that. Kendrick, I can also see that being him for sure. Like he's so big, I don't think Punch is holding an album back from him, honestly.
Right.
Like I think that's completely him. SZA, I have no clue, but also we've seen how SZA can sometimes get in these moods, you know. And I think like her insecurities about dropping music maybe hold her back from doing that. So I'm really like, you know what? Maybe Punch is not the problem.
Who knows? It could be. All right, you know what?
I'm playing devil's advocate for Punch.
Yeah,
right now.
I didn't
I'm
know.
going up
I
for
didn't
you.
know about that. I didn't know about that Rashad bit. So I mean, hey,
Yeah, it was.
I'll
He did a
give
complex interview and he was talking about it in the video.
I'll give Punch some leeway and some slack.
Right,
there.
right. That's just a little bit.
Just tiny bit. I still
get
got
too
my eye on
comfortable.
you, but yeah,
We're watching.
we're watching.
Yeah.
But yeah, so TDE drop some shit, please.
Yes, please.
I mean, Frank Ocean. Obviously, we've all been waiting for a very long time. That look on Noah's face says it all.
You know, we heard his voice on a song.
We did.
We got that. Also, I just need to point out.
I like how that's what you fucking Frank fans eat off of, is just like, oh hey, he did some uncredited vocals for this.
Also, I feel like what I'm about to say now just comes across you, because I was about to say I really like on that song the way that he says, "I away, I away, bowl." I just, every single time he says it, I'm just like, man, I miss you.
God. Yeah, that just made what I said so much worse.
No, someone in the Kendrick Lamar subreddit posted a picture and they're like, new Kendrick photo just dropped. We got a new site, like a new Kendrick sighting, da 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 da. And they're like, is this really like how down bad we are that we're like talking about like new Kendrick sightings? And I was like, wow. Frank Ocean fans have been doing this for years. I was
gonna say first time.
It's like first time, because literally every single time he steps outside, we're like, oh shit, oh he's outside. Yeah, no, literally, that's.
God.
And if he's pictured with somebody, when he was outside and pictured, he's been outside pictured with Tyler 2 times in the past year, in the past 12 months. The fact that I can even know that off the top of my head.
That's pretty sad, bro.
Down bad.
You guys are fucking down. You guys are down atrocious, man.
Oh, God.
Speaking of atrocious, next on the list, Danny Brown, Quadruple X. That's supposed to come out at some point.
Nice segue.
I know. I've worked on it. That was all in the noggin, but
nice.
Yeah, that's supposed to come out at some point soon. Not necessarily saying I'm expecting it anytime soon. I feel like that's going to be a latter half of the year album. I feel like towards September, November, or September, October. I forgot. That's the month that comes in between those two. But yeah, I feel like that's when that could drop potentially. I'm not expecting it. I'm not expecting it really much earlier, but I mean, hey, I'm ready for it whenever.
I'm totally looking forward to that one.
Based on that snippet, I mean, it's gonna be fire.
Oh, that set was so good. An Alchemist.
I know. New Danny Brown sighting. I'm just kidding. To be fair though, like I feel like
Danny's been out there doing the Twitch thing.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was gonna say. He's just been on Twitch, just doing all that shit. So I mean, hey, we're eating in that respect. He's a funny fucking guy.
Yeah, all the videos I see, I'm like,
he's fucking hilarious. God. He's one of those celebrities that, like, you know, everyone's like, oh, if you could hang out with one celebrity for a day, who would it be? Honestly, Danny Brown would definitely be one.
I don't think I could handle that.
You don't think you could? He's not doing hard drugs anymore.
No, even still, I feel like just his personality, like he's very out there. Like,
see, but he's a lot more low key about it now. He's like a funny old dude now.
He is definitely more low key. Because back in the day, I definitely.
Oh yeah, that would have been a hard note. That would have been a hard note back in the day. But I mean now.
And I was just recently watching one of his interviews. I was watching his Hot Ones episode, like last week or something, and I was like, man, Danny Brown was probably a very difficult person to hang around because like he's wild. Like he's a lot. But we love Danny Brown.
We love Danny Brown.
He's doing his thing, you know. He's got when
he got and that. I mean like that's the one thing about like artists that are on Twitch. I love to see it because honestly just seeing them just having a good fucking time on there. I love it. T-Pain's killing it on there. Danny Brown's killing it on there. They're the ones that you can tell that they're using Twitch as a means to an end, which is like, you know, not down with. But the ones that are genuinely having a great fucking time on there, I see you and I love it. That's good.
You're doing
it's good shit. But yeah, no, I mean, hey, he's busy doing that, but I mean, Quadruple X coming soon, you know?
Love to see it.
All right, next up, No Name Factory Baby. I don't know if that was gonna come out this year, but
It is.
look
She
at-
actually just tweeted recently and was like, "Should I drop the single?" And everyone was like,
yes,
"Drop that shit! Drop that shit now!"
do it. Needs to happen. That needs to happen. But
I'm very much anticipating that. And she hadn't dropped Rainforest at the time that we recorded that first episode.
yeah,
had she?
I don't think she had. I need to double check. Oh wait, I forgot that I can't check on Spotify on the desktop. It doesn't show the date, so I will check right now. But that is definitely a project that I'm really looking forward to. So
Very much so.
I mean, we'll see what happens. That actually didn't drop until a month later. So we have gotten something from her since then. So hey, we're off to a decent start, and hey, we could be getting another single soon. So who knows? Who knows?
Yes.
We'll see.
Very excited. Very, 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 very. That's like a
Yes.
top 5 anticipated for the end of the year.
Oh yeah,
Or
definitely.
From now to the end of the year for me, for sure.
Definitely, yeah. I would say of like the ones that are on my list, probably by far one of the.
Yeah. I
I'd say,
think
like,
they
top.
said. I think no. Actually, I was gonna say I think they might have been the first artist I listed on there, but I think they were the second. Well, because I did get Ghetto Sage as a little,
Kind of. Yeah.
package deal. But yeah, no, still anticipating.
I doubt that's happening this year though.
Ghetto Sage. I also doubt, but I do think we could see albums from Smino and No Name for sure.
Yeah, probably.
Definitely, I think Smino's been in album mode. Like he's been
Oh yeah, no, he definitely has
banging
been.
it out. And we got a song
Yeah.
from Smino. And I mean, we got some songs from Saba too. We've gotten songs from all of them this year.
Yeah, I mean they're all
Granted,
working.
Saba has not been impressing me as of late.
Yeah, I will say. I mean, like, what did the track with Denzel drop this year?
That might have been the end of last year.
Okay, then yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, that does sound right. But yeah, I mean, like his singles have been okay. I mean, his singles are always usually just okay. And then like no knock to Saba. I mean, like he's extremely talented, but his singles are usually just okay.
Yeah. I mean, hey, same with Travis Scott. So
I mean, yeah. But I mean, we'll see. I think he could definitely pull something together on a solid album though. We'll see.
Time will tell. Time will tell.
Time will
so.
indeed tell, and he is later on my list, so to knock that off. I'm gonna try to go through these a little bit faster, but Jid the Forever Story, where we've gotten pictures of him and motherfuckers in the studio, so that better be coming soon. Again, I think that's gonna be a latter half of the year album, like
Right.
definitely later. I'm feeling November, early November. That's gonna be
You're
my guess
thinking
for that.
late.
Yeah, I don't know.
And
I'm
he
thinking
actually
early
did
November.
just tweet, what was that, today? Because someone was like, when's the album coming? He was like, the vocals haven't come in yet. So whoever it is,
Send that shit.
send those fucking vocals in. Drake, send the
Yeah,
vocals.
Drake, send the vocals. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Dude, he was on a Doja Cat album, all right? He's big shit now.
He's big time now. All right?
Yeah, big time.
Don't play with Jit.
Exactly.
Play with him.
Don't fucks with him. But yeah,
no,
that's
very anticipated.
actually, you know what? I'm gonna retract my statement. I think it's gonna be October. I think it's gonna come in around his birthday.
I can see
let
that.
me. Well, is it the 31st? Now I gotta
that's
fact
not
check.
even- It could be.
Yep, 31st. What's
It
that?
could be September.
I mean, he could drop it October 29th. Or he could do a Sunday drop like a buffoon.
Not doing
Dang,
a
he's
Sunday drop.
30?
He's old, man.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy.
Getting up.
Fucking- He's barely 5 years younger than J. Cole, which is insane.
Yeah.
And he's 5 years older than Denzel.
And everyone's like, Jit, just a young little kid in the game. He's just starting to come up.
Ah,
He's
dude.
like, fucking.
He's a grown man. He's a grown ass man.
Uh,
God
Wow.
damn. But yeah, no. I mean, hey, Forever Story, October 29th, calling it now.
all right. There you go.
Yeah.
You heard it here first.
So next up, keeping with the label, J. Cole, I said that I was anticipating this year, which we did get in the off season, which was pretty okay.
I agree.
I liked a decent bit of it, and arguably has some of his best songs on it.
Bold statement. But there are some songs that I definitely can see going down in, if you're like if we're taking a J. Cole songs you need to hear, there are definitely a couple on there.
Oh,
which
yeah,
is good because I don't think I can really say the same about KOD. So it's a step. It's better than KOD. It's better than KOD.
Yeah.
I will
valid.
give him that. And I will say I did like this album.
Yes.
I didn't love this album. It's not going to be on a year-end list.
Right.
But solid.
It was enjoyable.
It was enjoyable.
It was entertaining. And I mean, He did some of the most interesting shit that he's done for majority of his career.
I will agree. I think my biggest thing is I need him to get better production. I still do. And I know a lot of people are really fucking with the production on this album. It's still like there are tracks here and there I'm like, oh, okay, but I need more.
It's so close. It's so close to being a decent bit better. It's just not quite there yet.
It's not there for me yet. And I just really want it to be, because I want to hear a J. Cole album where I'm like, okay, I see why people are putting him up there with Drake and Kendrick. I want to see that.
I know it's never going to happen anymore because obviously, but I would still, for a Mad Lib J. Cole project,
would be nice.
That would
Mad Lib No Name instead.
Fine by me. All right. And I actually, so Leave the Door Open didn't come out when we did the episode,
Silk
right?
Sonic had not been announced.
Silk Sonic was not announced, but I had Anderson .Paak up next, and it was possibly going to be a No Worries project. But hey,
I also have
different
that on my
collab.
list.
We get a different collab, so
I feel like I should get like cool points because I have Anderson and Bruno on my list. All right.
So
did I have any clue that they were going to do this and just tease us for almost a whole year? No, I didn't. But I was anticipating a Bruno album. I was very much anticipating a Bruno album, and you were giving me a little bit of shit for it.
I was. You know, I'm not even gonna lie about that.
Give me a little bit of shit for it, but hey, now what they do? They dropped one of the best songs I've heard in quite some time, honestly. I mean,
but stop streaming it. Stop streaming it, folks.
Stop streaming.
Right? Get that shit out of the top 10.
Don't support Silk Sonic. Yeah.
Because they said they won't drop another single until they're out of the top 10. Get them out of the top 10, then we don't have anything to worry about. We'll get new music. All right?
Please.
Stop it. You know, I'll go as far. I'm taking it out of my 2021 phase playlist until they drop a new single. No, I'm still going to keep it. I'll skip it every time.
Yeah, just
for the people. Doing it for the people.
It is I'm just gonna go look and see how many plays they're at right now. Man, all right there.
Too many.
They're getting closer to 500 million. They're getting closer.
Jeez, really? I honestly, as much as it's a fantastic song, right? Obviously, I did not expect this many people to be rocking with it that hard.
No, I did not expect it to have this much mainstream appeal. And I feel like we talked about that the week that it came out. Mm-hmm. I feel like we had questions about you know, how commercial it would be.
Right.
Even though it was a great song. And I honestly am, as much as I hate how long they're dragging this out, it is extremely refreshing to see that this song that is so amazing has been accepted and, you know, loved in the way that it's been, because I think it's definitely deserving. If they had dropped another single, I would say leave the door open. Leave the door open. But
Yeah.
since they haven't dropped another single, close the fucking door.
Close the door. All right. Close the door.
And I still want to. I think I said this year I wanted a No Worries album and an Anderson solo album. I doubt we get a No Worry. I doubt we get either of those now. Honestly.
Yeah, no, definitely
But the
neither
No
of those is
Worries
happening right now.
They did say they were going to drop the No Worries album this year, but there's no way with this Silk Sonic rollout, Anderson's that they're gonna
definitely focus on this. I would say if we do get the Silk Sonic album this year, we could definitely get the No Worries album next year.
I think we get a No Worries album next year, but
that's not
that means that's assuming we get a Silk Sonic album this year. If we keep going at the rate that we're going, we're not getting that album till 2023.
I don't know, man. I could rock with this album in the fall, man.
Oh,
as much as
absolutely.
As much as
drop a fuck. Sorry, I'm getting really upset. What you were saying?
This is like based on just the vibes I'm getting. I'm staying home. All right, I'm warming up under the blanket with the loved ones.
Okay.
All right, that's what I want out of this. All right, I'm not expecting summer. So if it was a summer album, it would have been out by now.
Here's the thing. I know that they've got a funky summer jam on there for us. I know they've got that on the album. So
where's the album?
They at least need to drop that shit this summer. I need a summer jam from Silk Sonic.
I do too.
If I'm gonna say
I need just at least the single. The single.
If there is, at least I just need a single. That's literally all I'm asking for. If there is one thing that I need in the next 2 months, that is it. That's all I'm asking for. Nobody else can drop. Vince Staples can push back his album, and I don't fucking care. I want.
What if you never get another Frank Ocean album again?
Let's not go that far. Even though that might already be on the table. I mean, that might already be something that's on the table.
Shit, it might.
But I just want Silk Sonic to give me some that I can ride around to in the heat with my fucking windows down. All right. And have a good time too.
We all need that. We all need that.
Thank you, Bruno and Anderson, for listening. Thank you.
Yeah, we know. Big fans of the podcast, Bruno and Anderson Pack.
Of course.
You know, just drop it. You know, we need something for the summer, right? Some for the gang, all right? Out here, summer trips, you know. We gotta do it.
Come on.
Gotta do it for us. But
yeah.
Yeah, that was definitely a surprise that we were gonna get this collab. So definitely not something either of us were expecting.
I don't think anybody was expecting.
I mean, if you want to lie and say that you did by calling both of them, go for it.
I mean, I think I got the closest.
Yeah. I guess. But yeah.
But yeah. You still have more people on your list?
Yeah, I got a few more. So Denzel, Melt My Ice Your Future, he has said that is still coming. So I don't know if that's still coming this year, but we did get Unlocked 1.5 earlier this year. I wouldn't be surprised if he does drop Melt My Ice Your Future later this year. I really wouldn't be surprised. That's definitely so. I mean, something that I'm definitely excited for because I mean, as much as I enjoyed a lot of Unlocked 1.5, it really hasn't stayed in rotation that hard.
Definitely not. Honestly. It was for that, month or so.
Yeah, it was dope. It was really awesome, but like, it just hasn't stayed in rotation. Some of it's a little bit more lackluster, but hey.
And some of it I think is better. I think I like the album more than you did. But
yeah, probably.
I do still think some of the songs on there are pretty dope. I just don't go back to them because as dope as they are, they're not changed enough for me. The fact that they still have
Yeah.
the exact same Denzel verse and the exact
Yeah, it's the
same
exact
takes.
same recording. Like it wasn't
Like-
re-recorded at all for the new
Yeah.
beats, which is like the biggest disappointing part to me because
Right.
like
I think it's only so disappointing because of how they rolled it out. Honestly,
yeah.
because they made it seem like it was going to be like, oh my gosh, this is a remix album. It is different. We're getting all new producers. We're
Yeah.
getting features. We're getting da-da-da. So I'm like, oh man, like they're just reimagining these songs from the ground up. And in a way, they are, but
Hardly.
having
It's
the
just
same
it's just
Denzel
new
verse on there
beats if
is-
we're being honest.
I mean, that is true. I mean, some of the songs I will say are completely different. Like, what is it? Track 7?
Yeah.
With
I
Arlo
mean-
Parks. That one is
What? Did I just completely forget that happened?
What? Yeah, dude. Track 7 with Arlo Parks.
Dead ass. Oh
Yeah,
shit.
man.
I didn't you know what? I wasn't acquainted with Arlo Parks at that point yet.
Got
That's
you.
what it was.
Got you.
I wasn't. And now I am. Very,
Oh, yeah,
very
man.
well acquainted.
She killed that shit.
She did. Damn. That's different though, because track 7 was just all instrumental.
That's true.
So I mean, yeah, they literally completely reimagined it because it's a different instrumental. But I mean, the one thing I wish they would have just re-recorded Denzel's vocals. It would have just made the album feel a lot more like different. And yeah, but I mean, hey, we might still get Melt Your Eyes to Your Future. Sorry, Melt My Eyes.
Right.
Sorry. But yeah, that. So we'll fingers crossed on that. That's still coming. Whether that's this year or later, next year or something. Who
TBD.
knows? TBD. Griselda with their 87 albums, like I said last time. We've gotten a couple of them. We got Plugs Them at 2, which was pretty dope. We got La Machina, pretty dope. We got
got If It Bleeds.
yes, If It Bleeds It Can Be Killed. That was okay.
2 Conway projects.
Yeah, we got 2 Conway projects and we did get 2 Benny projects. That was
the other
Trust
one.
the Sopranos, which was
Right.
hardly a Benny project to be called. There was like I think 3 tracks that actually had Benny on it.
I still
So-
haven't gotten to it yet just because you told me that and I was like, it's not.
Yeah,
really
it's I was a little bit disappointed with that, but I mean, it's still like a cool like posse project regardless.
Got you.
I don't think we've really heard from West Side Gun aside from he did the executive production on the Makami project.
Right.
I don't think he hasn't dropped anything. So I mean, which is surprising because he had of the like main Griselda trio, he had the most output last
momentum.
year.
Oh, I mean, that's
I think. Yeah, no, he had the most output because he had. Actually, no, I don't know
Paris.
because Pray for Paris, Kill the Sunshine, Fly God is an Awesome God too. I think,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
and then I think there was one more, but I don't remember.
Hmm.
If it was just 3, then him and Conway had the same amount of output
Gotcha.
because Conway had From King to a God. That other project with Big Ghost, I forgot what it's called, and
was
Lulu. That was a really
And Lulu was dope too. Damn. Conway killed
it's
that
like
shit last year.
something the Wicked. Fuck. No one mourns the wicked. Boom.
No one. Yep. There you go.
That's a dope one. I much prefer that one to If It Bleeds It Can Be Killed. Just being honest.
I'll agree with that. I'll agree with that.
But yeah, and then Bully obviously had 4 fucking albums last year, which we haven't heard from him yet. He's had some singles and some features, but
And
I
you know
mean-
what? He gave us 4 albums last
yeah, I
year.
was gonna say you could take a break, bro. You hit 3 for 3 or 3
Oh
for
my
4
God.
last year. All right, 3 for 4 complete bangers. You could take a
Yeah.
break, my guy.
Dang. Crazy.
But I mean, hey,
Crazy.
I mean, we'll see. Obviously, there's still a whole half a year left for Griselda to keep doing more shit.
And you know they will. So
Yeah, they will. Well, I'm expecting. We definitely got to get at least 2 West Side Gun projects so they could be on par with one another.
oh, we definitely will. We definitely will.
And we will. Boom, boom, boom. Peggy, JPEG Mafia. We got EP2 this year,
He did get
right?
EP too. I feel like
And that was after the fact. So,
right.
I mean, we did get something from Peggy. So, hey,
We did. Hey, I mean, if you
Look
want
at
to
that.
take the year off, take the year off.
yeah, I mean, honestly, we don't need a full length album. Those two EPs, I mean, back to back in those years, honestly, completely fine.
Yeah.
That works for me. I'm gonna go ahead and just delete this next one because I don't think we need to hear this. It's Joseph
I think I
Bodman.
know. Yeah. No, we can't.
Like after the whole Disneyland shit or Disney World shit, whatever. Look,
It's on
I'll
the naughty list.
yeah, on the night. Look, I'll listen to it when it comes out, but whatever.
I'm not
man.
gonna be happy about it.
Whatever, man.
Yeah.
Flatbush Zombies.
Dang, you
Still
got
looking
more
forward to
people.
I got two
Dang.
more. I got two more. Well, I got one more because I already hit the other one earlier, the Saba. But Flatbush Zombies, definitely looking forward to a new project from them. And also looking forward to
Yeah.
getting my 3001 Laced Odyssey vinyl come in. That second drop
That's
came
gonna
in
be
clutch. And last up, Mariba, we did get Azib
dope.
from her. So very glad to hear. All right,
go.
you can go. You can go. Your turn.
All right. Now that you've stolen literally every single person on my list. I mean, I guess it's fine because I think I went first. Actually, no, I didn't go first. We went back and forth last time.
We did do that. Yeah, that was a horrible format.
I feel like it worked because I actually got to speak.
Hey, man,
Okay.
look.
No, I talked
Look.
a lot while you were doing your list too. so that's fine.
Exactly.
And I mean, I feel like there's tons of overlap on both of our lists.
Yeah, so we'll just
Except I feel like I have some people on here that you hadn't touched on, but I had Tiara. Still haven't heard
yes.
from Tiara Whack. And she just posted on her Instagram story the other day saying I'm done with music. No. Like that's no. I don't know. Like yeah, like you're not allowed to do that. So anyway.
Funny.
That was funny. Yeah. That's not happening. So anticipating that album. Baby Keem, I thought I would have that album by now. Still don't have it. It's supposed to be supposedly coming this summer.
Who knows? I feel like that one's still got a good chance at coming out.
I mean, yeah, he's been teasing towards it and you know, we've still gotten I believe 2 singles since we recorded that episode. I know at least one, but I think his other single came out as well too. So yeah, it's supposed to be coming, the Melodic Blue. Looking forward to that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, who else did I have on here? I don't know if I said it in that episode, but I had him on my list. Kenny Mason.
We got Supercut.
We got Supercut, which I enjoyed. And so I'm cool with that. I do still want more music, and I think we will get more music from him this year. I don't know what form that'll take, if it's an album, an EP, Lucy's, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I am looking forward to that. Mustafa, I said I was looking forward to, and we did get that album.
We did.
Or project, whatever.
Very unclear.
Which I enjoyed. I enjoyed that. A decent amount, and I do plan on getting the vinyl at some point. So yeah, I was pretty pleased with that project. I think that was one of the ones from this list that I actually got because I haven't gotten a whole lot off of here. Let's see, Corday. We got music from Corday actually.
Yeah, we did. We did get that little 4-pack.
And I thought that was solid. Was solid.
No, it was.
And I appreciate him making it clear that he was just giving us a little something to hold us over to the album. So I definitely appreciate that. I do think he will drop an album this year. I think that is definitely coming and can be expected from him.
Right.
He's got a new song coming out next week, or a feature coming out next week on a song with, it's a Nas song featuring him and Freddie.
Oh, wow.
That is very interesting, especially because he's going up against Nas and Freddie.
And also Nas and Freddie together? Hold on.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's no beef between them for the Grammys.
No.
Yeah, I know.
No. But
because Freddie's undefeated in court.
Yes. But yeah, Corday's really gonna have to show out.
Oh
if he
yeah,
wants
no,
to hold his
definitely.
own with those two on a track. I gonna be completely honest, don't think he's capable. But
I don't know, man. I want him
no.
to be able to, but I don't know.
I want him to be able to as well, but I just those two. I mean, Nas is literally one of the greatest of all time, and Freddie is one of the best rappers in the game right now. Like,
It's gonna be tough, but I mean, let's just
hey,
hope
he
they
was
don't
just on a
slow
track.
down for him.
He was just on track with Eminem too. So I mean,
I mean,
Corday's
yeah,
kind
hey.
of he's doing his thing out here. So I'm interested to
Dude,
see.
he's making moves.
Right, he is. So we'll see. Next on my list, well, not next. I'm kind of jumping around here, but I did have Tyler on there, and we just got
we
it.
got it. We just
And
got it.
And it's the album of the year.
Phenomenal.
It's amazing. Like I said before, it exceeded. I think that is part of why I love it so much, because I already had such high expectations for it, and it exceeded my expectations. That's what I remember. That was one of the first things I remember on the first listen. When I was listening to it, I was like, how is this exceeding my expectations?
Oh yeah.
When they were already so high. I don't know. And I've said this to you. I'm just like, I don't know how I don't know how any album can top this. And I'm very excited to hear if there's an album that does. Or, maybe it does. I start to love another album more, or I start to love this one less as, time goes on. I mean, recency bias is still in effect. It feels like this album has been out for longer than it has. It's not even been a week yet.
I think it's just because we've both listened to it so much.
I've listened to this album. This might be like the album I've listened to the most all year.
Yeah, I feel like mine is up there as well.
Like I think it's pretty clear he's definitely probably gonna be my number one artist on my Spotify Wrapped. I just can't he's up there. So thank you, Tyler, for that. I also had Ski Mask, who we got, and I don't have a lot to say about that project, honestly.
Yeah. It was a little disappointing. And I mean, this is coming from I'm a huge fucking Ski Mask fan.
Yeah.
I just wish there was more on it, and just the mixing was so off. And then just I don't know, I think it just proves that time and time again, Ski Mask isn't a whole projects guy. I mean, he can kill it song to song, but just on a whole project, it's just not quite there.
It's not there at all, which is unfortunate, but I think that's just the type of artist that he is.
Honestly. Yeah, and there's plenty of artists like that. So it's that's not a problem, but it's just I just wish we could get more out of him,
And I saw Fantano talked about the album in his Why You Know review, and he was like, it just feels like Ski Mask has been operating at the same level of talent and for so long, and he hasn't necessarily he's not going up, he's not excelling past what he's been doing. He's staying right at that same level, even maybe a little bit low. I think I definitely enjoyed Stokely more than his past project. So I don't know. It's just because
it was what came out before Stokely, Beware the Book of Eli, right?
Yeah, and I honestly like that project too.
I think that was a much tighter project.
Yeah, I was bumping that project a decent amount during the summer.
Oh yeah, no,
that summer that it came out.
That went off.
I don't know. We'll see if he comes back with anything else this year that leaves me more impressed. But I had Ski, and then I also had Vince on here, who we're getting next week.
Yes. Let's go.
And I thought we'd maybe be getting it this week.
Your theory fell through. No.
My theory fell through. But you know what?
No.
You know what? That's on Vince.
Oh no.
That's on you for not taking advantage of that opportunity to drop your self-titled album on your birthday. Come on. Come on.
Yeah, honestly, of all the years, like he could have dropped it on his birthday that landed on a Friday.
You could literally be like, Vince Staples by Vince Staples coming out on my birthday. Perfect.
Boom. Maybe he wants to actually just celebrate his birthday or some shit. I don't know, weirdo.
This is, I mean, what a great birthday gift to release your self-titled
Streaming
album.
money? Yeah, I
That
guess
too. Get your $2. Go ahead, get that shit.
$2 per 1,000 streams or some shit.
Yeah.
I don't even know what
Probably
CPMs
not.
are like. On there.
Definitely not. Probably less than that per 1,000 stream. You're getting less than $2 probably.
Yeah, it's got to be like, isn't it like a fraction of a cent?
You're barely making anything off of streams, honestly. Which sucks, but hey, I don't make music, so.
Yeah. Spotify pays about an average. This is really sad. 1/3 to 1/2 penny per stream.
Pitiful. From what I've read, Tidal pays their artists the best.
Yeah, but Tidal doesn't have as many users.
Yeah, nobody's getting Tidal.
That's the thing.
Apparently, Tidal also has the best music quality too. Tidal, I guess they have the best everything, but who the fuck wants to get Tidal?
For 1,000 streams, if it's 1/3 of a penny, you're looking at $3 and 3 cents and 30 cents.
That's rough.
Yeah, feels bad.
Man, yeah, but yeah, Vince had Vince on there.
Yes, we are getting that next week, so looking forward to it.
Mm-hmm. Of course, I had Bruno on there. I had Lil Nas X, who we've gotten 2 singles from the album so far.
Yeah.
And I mean, he just released the album trailer the other day. Did you catch that?
I didn't catch that. No. Oh, wow.
You didn't catch it? Oh, dude.
I've been a little bit out of loop. All right, I've been moving and shit.
It was pretty cool. It was like he did like the MCU intro, but it was like it said like Montero instead of Marvel.
Oh wow!
At the end, and like it's like literally like the intro where it plays the theme song and then says Marvel Studios, like, but like all the pictures where it only has the Avengers, just like different pictures of like Lil Nas X. That's kind
of funny.
Yeah, it was kind of cool. I was like, there you go, the Montero Cinematic Universe. Let's do it.
Hey man.
So
where everyone is just him.
Exactly. Let's do it. I'm here for it. So yeah, still looking forward to that one quite a bit. I don't know. I think I said Calvin Harris last time.
I don't think you did.
I didn't? I think we did, because remember you were like, no, remember there was a Funk Wave Volume 1. I was like, no, there was only the second one. There's only a Volume 2 or whatever.
No, there was only Volume 1. There was never Volume 2. Where's Volume 2, bro? Calvin Harris Save Summer.
Hold on.
No. No, there's only... Oh, hey, cool.
Okay.
Spotify app not responding.
Yeah.
That's
what
fun.
we were talking about. Because you were like, no, he dropped a second one. I was like, no, he didn't drop a second one. Yeah, no. Calvin Harris, please. Save Summer. Save my summer.
He's still... This is so crazy. He still has 44 million monthly listeners.
He's doing his thing.
Whoops.
There he is.
Let's not get that DMCA there. Yeah, let's not. Whoops.
But all right, I'm gonna blow through this because we've been going for a while already on this. So yeah, I had Lord. Very much looking forward to that album. We know it's coming out as a release date. We got a single. Like the single, I think the album will still be solid. Album cover is fire. I'm not even talking about the fact that you can like see her ass on it. I just think that it's a really dope photo. I like I do think it's a dope album cover. I think Travis.
Man, I'm about to send you to horny jail.
No, don't send me to horny jail. I'm not going to horny jail. Travis, still looking forward to that. We're
Yeah, we'll see.
gonna get that this year. I'm
It's Utopia, right?
yeah, I'm pretty confident that we're gonna get that album this year.
Yeah, I feel like it's gotta be. It's gotta be right. Was how much in advance did we know that Astro World was coming out?
Not long. I want to say
Yeah,
it
so
wasn't
I
too
mean, I
long.
feel
Like,
like
he dropped that. We got the album trailer. The album trailer had a snippet of Stargazing, and then I feel like it dropped pretty within a month. Within a month after.
yeah, I
after we
think
got
there's
the
still a
album
chance
trailer.
we get that pretty soon.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll come. My guess right now, September. That's what I'm guessing. I think Astroworld
Yeah.
was late August. I want to say like very tail end of August, I think.
Oh yeah, because it came out. I remember I was at a film festival when it came out,
Got you. Yeah,
and
no,
that was
I
late
think
August. When is Astroworld Fest?
not till the fall, like October, November sometime.
Yeah, I think September makes a lot of sense then.
Yeah, that's what I'm guessing for that one. I also have Billy on here. And I mean, we know her album's coming. What this
Yep.
month? Or, I mean,
Think so.
assuming we're in July now. She's coming this month. It'll be interesting to see. I think she's taking a very interesting direction with the singles. So I legitimately have no clue what this album is going to sound like.
Right.
So yeah, we'll just have to see how that goes. But last person I had on here was Serpent with Feet, and we got that album.
We did get that.
So yeah, I
Deacon,
enjoyed
very
that
solid.
album. Didn't love it as much as I was hoping, but
Oh
I do think
wow.
it is still good.
I feel
wasn't
I feel like you changed your tune from when you first heard it.
what? No. I gave it a 7. You know, I was really hoping to the way the singles were coming at me.
Yeah.
I was like, this is album of the year potential. Like the way those singles were hitting. I
those
was
singles
really thinking,
were fantastic.
yeah.
I'm still. Oh, you know what it was? I think you still enjoy this over Soil, though, right?
Yeah. That's what it is. I enjoy this.
That's the
over Soil.
bad take. Got it.
You want to talk
Soil
about
superior.
bad take? No, I'm not even gonna do
Soil
that.
supremacy
I'm not even gonna do
over
that.
here.
No, but I still like the album.
No, it was good.
Yeah, so that was my last one. So
Let's blow through movies because
Yeah,
I've got my
real
list
fast.
and I'll just say whether we've got it and whether I've seen it.
Okay.
All right. Judas and the Black Messiah. I watched. Coming to America. I haven't seen. Raya and the Last Dragon. I haven't seen. Godzilla vs. Kong. Kinda saw. It's very
Same.
complicated. Black
also kinda saw
Widow.
it.
We're getting soon? Question mark. It's like a couple weeks from now, right? Or no, it's
Next
out this
week.
weekend, right?
Next week,
Next week?
July 9th.
July 9th. Okay, it's out next week. We're gonna go see it. Luca,
Yeah, definitely.
we got and I have seen. Which
Oh, you
I
saw
didn't
it.
know they were doing that free. I didn't know
Yeah,
they were doing
that one's free.
That's crazy. Again, just proves Disney Plus anti-Asian bias.
There you go.
Shang-Chi. We're getting very excited.
Not soon.
Space Jam 2, we're getting pretty excited. Green Knight, we haven't gotten yet, but July
Coming
30th still
Coming soon.
slated. The Suicide Squad, August 6th. I'm excited because I could just watch that on HBO Max.
Oh, I'm going to.
Did I say the title of the movie? I don't remember if I said that.
What? Suicide Squad?
Yeah, okay, I did say it. All right.
Oh yeah. No, I'm going to the theater for that.
I don't know.
Definitely.
I don't know. Just after last time, I don't know if I can trust it. I'll
You can't even
my
compare
chances.
the two. You can't even
listen,
compare.
man. Listen, man.
Completely different directors.
Candyman. That's coming out in August.
Mhm.
So we'll see.
Yep.
Quiet Place Part 2, which was actually pushed to September but got pushed up, apparently.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I don't know. Originally it says like right here on my doc that it was supposed to come out September 2021. So
Interesting.
yeah, weird. But I mean, we caught it, obviously.
Mhm.
Eternals didn't that got pushed back to 22, right?
No, it's still coming this year.
That's still coming. Damn, they're packing shit in.
Yeah.
Eternals 2021, and then Spider-Man. That has to. There's no way they're pushing that one back at all.
That
There's
one's still
absolutely no way.
No,
That is
it's
a
still coming.
hard deadline.
And I
No
think
kind of.
we're gonna get like seeing the success of new Fast and Furious. I don't know if you've been like seeing that. It's been performing extremely well.
Really.
Yeah, like extremely
Damn.
well.
Fast and
So,
Furious single-handedly saving theaters out here.
Hey, I know Christopher Nolan somewhere crying.
He was like,
'Cause I
"It's
know-
gonna bring back the theaters," and
It's too early, man.
Vin
Too
Diesel-
early, and also I don't
Vin
think it
Diesel
had
with his bald head just said, "Fuck you."
I got this.
Boom.
No, yeah, I don't think Tenet was gonna have that power, regardless. Like,
Yeah, no, definitely not.
no matter what time it came out, it wasn't gonna be the movie to get people back in the theater. But
Yeah, dude.
um,
It's the blockbusters that are going to. We still haven't gotten a Marvel movie since COVID, so I
still
think
have not had. Dude, the last
now that I think
Marvel
about it,
movie
I
that
don't
came
know
out
if
was Spider-Man: Far From Home.
fuck, dude. That's
Do
crazy.
you know how long ago it feels like I was sitting in the theater watching that movie?
that feels like
Dude.
forever ago?
The night.
Also, I don't know if Black Widow's gonna pull in a lot. I don't know. It
It
could.
I think it will.
It's definitely gonna pull in more than Shang-Chi, but
Probably. But I mean, hey,
Probably
she's
not.
been around for longer. She's an established character.
true.
And I mean, you're still getting that Asian representation. So, come on, man.
And true.
Come on.
AAPI Queen Scarlett Johansson.
There you go.
Apparently, she's coming out with a makeup line.
Oh, I
Saw a
saw that.
tweet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Everybody's-
and then
everybody's getting
someone
into
said
beauty.
no, but someone said, "Oh, finally, makeup for women of color."
That's good. Yeah.
And timeless
I
joke
feel like we talk about that joke every episode. Like somehow that joke makes
because
its way
it's
into every
timeless. It is
episode.
so timeless. It is fantastic joke.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fantastic. But last two I have Spider-Man, which is now No Way Home, we know, but back then was Untitled Spider-Man sequel, and Bob's Burgers movie, which
Yeah.
we don't know when that's gonna come
Gotcha.
out. But yeah. So I mean we got a decent chunk of these. Most of these have been pretty solid on their deadlines. Not a lot's gotten pushed back.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Cool.
Excited to see what the rest of the year has. So do you have any movies that I didn't touch on?
Yeah, I had a few here. I'll go through briefly or pretty quickly. I know this whole list I didn't get through last time because it kind of ended up happening the same way where like we spent a lot of time on music and then once we got to movies, we're like, oh fuck, like we gotta fucking hurry up. So let's go through these quickly, but I had Dune on here, which still very much looking forward to that. Judas and the Black Messiah, got that. Very excited. Not excited, but it was
It was good.
it was a solid.
very
It was a
good.
very solid movie. I like that
Yeah.
movie a lot. I also have French Dispatch on here. Wes Anderson, which we're getting in October. And was actually supposed to be coming out the same day as Last Night in Soho and Dune. They
Oh,
were
yeah.
all three going to release on the exact same day.
Is that still happening? Because I am.
it
game
just got
for a
announced.
triple feature.
It just got announced today. I think Last Night in Soho moved to the week after.
No.
I knew. I was like, somebody's got to move. Somebody, if not all of y'all, are gonna have to move because, I don't know. I do not think that Dune is gonna be as successful as they're hoping. Honestly,
Right.
I don't think it is. I think people are gonna be expecting a movie that they aren't gonna get. Like, I think people are thinking it's gonna be like a really big, crazy blockbuster. Maybe I said this on the first episode too. But I don't think a lot of people have probably not seen Denis Villeneuve's other films like Arrival or Sicario or like Blade Runner 2049. Like these are very
Right.
cerebral, like dramatic films that aren't necessarily super action packed. And I'm sure that's going to be in there, but I don't think it's going to be as like I don't know, like accessible as everyone is expecting it to be. But we'll see. We'll see.
Mm.
But yeah, very excited for that still. I also had on here Passing and On the Count of Three, which I caught at Sundance. Um, and liked both of those a decent amount. Really liked On the Count of Three. Had a couple issues, but I talked about those. Zola just came out.
Yes.
Depending
Oh, that
on-
did?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to go see that in theaters sometime soon.
Let's go. All right.
Yeah, yeah. So
That's
good.
exciting. That's very exciting.
Yeah. Been hearing, some good things, bad things.
Yeah.
I'm interested to go see. And form my own opinion on that. I also had Green Knight Candyman on here that you already mentioned. The Harder They Fall, which we just got a trailer for, the Black Western on Netflix that every single fucking black person in Hollywood is in. I was already excited for this movie, as I said, beginning of the year. Now that we have a trailer, I'm even more excited. That shit looks so dope. So dope.
All right.
I'm so excited. Yeah, no, it's gonna be amazing. Suicide Squad, like you already said. Malcolm and Marie, I had on here. It was a film. It was in fact a film that I saw. Next on my list, I had next on my list, I had Don't Look Up from Adam McKay, which I'm very much expecting. It's supposed to have like everybody in it. Jennifer Lawrence, Timothée Chalamet, Kid Cudi, I think, is in it too. Ariana Grande has a cameo. Bunch of other people. Leonardo DiCaprio's in it. Like, everybody's in it. Looking forward to that one. Mission Impossible 7. Definitely still looking forward to that. Space Jam.
Is it still slated for release this year?
As far as I know.
I just haven't heard a lot from it.
I also haven't heard a lot. So I'm not sure, but we'll see. But yeah, you said Space Jam, Nomadland, which I saw and I loved a lot. So yeah, Nomadland, The Eyes of Tammy Faye, which we actually just did a trailer reaction for a couple weeks ago.
We did, didn't we?
Yeah.
I remember that.
Looks solid, so I'm very excited for that. And yeah, I think that's basically everything that I had mentioned. For movies. So yeah, I guess then I can kind of quickly hit. You didn't have any TV, right?
Yeah, I didn't focus on TV at all. That was all you.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll go through some of these because I haven't really gotten any of these at all. We got the Underground Railroad, Barry Jenkins show, which I'm still need to get around to. I just know it's going to be like a very heavy watch.
Right.
So I'm like trying to really prepare myself for that. And also I have I got the book. Got the book right here that I'm
wow.
wanting to read. We'll see if I get to it. But yeah, I want to get into that. But yeah, and I have Atlanta on here, which Donald said is probably coming early 2022 now.
Gives me more time to watch season 2.
You need to hurry up. All right.
Look, man, I will soon. Trust.
I know, but yeah, definitely still anticipating that, even if it's not coming this year. What has actually come this year on this list though? Tuca and Birdie, got a couple episodes of Tuca and Birdie so far on Adult Swim that have still been just as solid as the first season was, in my opinion. I also have the MCU shows on here.
Yes, we have gotten
3 of those so far. Not in there.
How many more were slated for this year?
I know we're supposed to be getting Miss Marvel and are
we supposed to get Hawkeye this year?
And Hawkeye. Yeah. Miss Marvel and Hawkeye.
Wow.
I don't know. I know Moon Knight and She-Hulk, I believe. Well, maybe She-Hulk hasn't started filming. I know Moon Knight has begun filming. And I don't know when we're supposed to be getting that, but we're supposed to be getting Miss Marvel and Hawkeye this year. So
Okay. So
we'll
cool.
see
Still got two more.
about that.
Two more MCU shows to dedicate to.
Yes.
Nice.
And the only show on this list that I've gotten in its entirety is Invincible. And that show also, honestly, I will say for me personally, that show exceeded my expectations. And they were, I'm not going to say high because I wasn't super familiar with the comics. Really, the biggest thing drawing me in was like, okay, cool, this is an animated superhero show, and this voice cast is insane. And I had heard good things about the comic. So I would say that it did exceed my expectations. I think it's a really solid show. I did not expect, one thing I didn't expect is for it to be as popular as it got. I wasn't expecting
Oh
that.
yeah, no. I definitely did not expect that, but
yeah.
I mean that cast definitely brought a lot of people in.
Right. Yeah, I think that was definitely a big thing. And so I mean, I'm really happy to see how it caught on. And that everybody really seemed to enjoy the show a lot.
It was fantastic.
Yeah, so definitely I'm excited for seasons 2 and 3. And yeah, I think that's what I've gotten, but I'm still looking forward to new season of Ozark, or yeah, first part of that last season. I'm looking forward to a new season of You. Also really looking forward to a new season of Sex Education. Really looking forward. Really looking forward. I really love that show.
Really looking forward.
Damn. Okay. And 9 Perfect Strangers, which is going to be on Hulu. I don't know if I have it on my list. I don't know if I said it in the first episode, but I'm looking.
Yeah, I don't remember you bringing that one up, but you probably did.
Yeah. Yeah, and also the new Gossip Girl. I think I do remember mentioning that.
I think you did.
I don't like I said, I've never seen the original Gossip Girl, so I have no point of reference or necessarily expectations going into this that will affect my enjoyment of the show. But yeah, I'm still looking forward to it. So yeah, that's pretty much everything. And Pen 15 and Succession. Sorry, I had to add those two. Really looking forward to those two. Because Pen 15, we're supposed to be getting the second half of season 2 at some point. And Succession, we're supposed to be getting season 3 in the fall. Probably, I would say that shows in my top 3 anticipated shows of the rest of the year, for sure. So yeah, there's still a lot that I'm expecting to get for this year, you know.
Yeah, no, definitely. We've got a very busy second half. So, I mean, we're definitely going to have to see what happens past this point. But, I mean, it's still exciting to see kind of how far we've come from the beginning of the year. I will say, definitely, in terms of music, it's been a fairly weak first half. If you don't include, like, the past couple weeks. Obviously, the past couple weeks have been insanely busy.
Yeah.
But, like, definitely a lot of the stuff that we were expecting still hasn't come out yet. In terms of movies and TV, it's been pretty consistent. Things that were supposed to be out are already out, and things that are going to come out are likely still going to come out. So, I mean, in terms of movies and TV, I mean, there haven't been a lot of releases, obviously, because we're still coming out of the pandemic right now. We're still working on getting theaters opened and vaccinations, things of that sort. So we're still, as a society, working on that. So it makes sense that there haven't been a lot of movie drops, but it's going to start to pick up definitely towards the middle of summer, towards the holiday season. We're going to get a lot more shit. So definitely excited to be catching a lot of that stuff. I guess just really quickly, if you want to go through some of the, some of the highlight albums.
Yeah,
and,
I
like,
was gonna say
movies and stuff that we've seen so far this year.
Not too many.
Yes,
because we are kind of already taking this one pretty long.
Yeah, we're just gonna go into Loki after this.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. So I'll just kind of quickly hit some main ones that were good for me that weren't on this list. If I already talked about them on this list, I'm just gonna not mention them again. But new Fouché album. I don't know, man. First time I heard this album, I was like, oh yeah, it's pretty good. Then there was something drawing me back to it, and I just went back to it, gave it a second listen. I don't know. I really love this album. I don't know why. It's definitely one of my favorite albums of the year. It will be on my year end list. I would say it's one of my top 4 albums of the year so far. Really, really liking that. Then we got Paris, Texas, which maybe is an album, maybe not an album, might be an EP. I don't know. Really like that. Obviously Topaz Jones, Don't Go Telling Your Mama.
Yes.
Genesis Owusu, Smiling with No Teeth. Anything else I feel like I really want to shout out? Haram, Arm & Hammer.
I definitely want to. I started going back to that. I don't think I finished it.
Oh,
or like
man.
I finished it
It's
the first time, but like I wanted to go back
Yeah.
and re-listen to it because
really
I didn't love it the first time, but it's still like it's really good.
Yeah, no, it is really good. And Hotels, Jasmine Sullivan. Yeah, those were the ones that I'm like, these are for sure my favorites. Like, yeah, no, all of those you can definitely expect to be on my year end list. And also, new album, which I was going to talk about at the end of this. But Erica de Cassier, maybe Cassier, I don't know. Found this album. Wow, it's really good. Really solid R&B project. I would definitely recommend checking it out. Definitely also to you, Kevin.
What's it called?
It's called Sensational.
I know. I just pulled up your music board.
Well,
there you go. Sensational. Erica de Cassier.
Also, another project that I just actually listened to today.
SMH by Jordy.
SMH by Jordy. Yeah. Solid.
Stuck in the page, by the way.
That's fine. Oh, and
you can follow us on Music Board, folks. If you don't know, Music Board is a letterboxed type app that you can rate music instead of movies. And it works very similarly. You can follow me there, Flip TV, and you can follow Noah there under Noah Devs. He's very popular on there.
I'm not that popular on there.
You're pretty popular. Not as popular as Barack Hampton, but
the only reason I have that many followers is because I downloaded the app right when it was like, when it came out, and everyone was like, oh my God, this is so cool. And then like everybody that followed me there like doesn't even use the app anymore. So
sad.
It's whatever. It's just, it's a good tool to use to keep track of the albums that I
it has helped me catalog so much better.
Yeah.
These 200 albums.
Yes.
I don't know if for sure I broke the 200 mark yet, but I think I did.
Oh, you're going to.
I'm going to, but I don't know if I have yet. Woo! 208. Let's go.
I don't plan on getting there. Let me just say that right now.
Man. Man.
I don't think it's gonna happen. But yeah. Oh, also the Czarface MF Doom. I'm gonna shut that up. So yeah, that's all it is. That's all I got for albums. What did you have for albums?
I mean, Call Me If You Get Lost, obviously, like we both agreed, album of the year thus far. That Topaz Jones one I did love, as well as the Genesis Owusu project. One couple that you did mention, Ram LZ, with DJ Muggs and Flea Lord, phenomenal, so hard hitting. The Shelly project I thought was fantastic. Arlo Parks, Collapse and Sunbeams, I really did love that one. Brockhampton's Roadrunner, love that one. John
Sunbeams.
Yes.
I just had to.
John, you had to do it. You had to do it the correct one.
Yeah.
John Batiste says We Are, fantastic record. There's so many that I want to talk about. I'm trying to scroll. Japanese Breakfast Jubilee.
Yeah.
Very enjoyable.
Very solid.
Shout out Queen Olivia Rodrigo with Sour.
We love you.
Filipina Pride.
Fan of the friend of the pod, you know.
Friend of the pod. obviously. I did like Haram. I do want to go back and re-listen to it because I didn't love it the first time, but I feel like if I
Telling
go
you,
back,
man.
I'm gonna like it more.
Headphones.
Headphones make all the difference, man. Hey, I got the whole shebang here. I'm gonna get speakers soon to edit on. So I mean, shit, I might just be listening to music through
Dang.
those whole speakers.
Maybe. Go
Yeah,
crazy.
I think that's about all that I want to talk about. There's a couple more that I did really like, but I mean, we'll kind of leave a
Yeah.
bit for my
I did
year
want
end
to
list.
backtrack just for a quick second, like the smallest of seconds, to shout out two artists that I am looking forward to music from in the later half of the year that I didn't have on this list. Little Sims, very, 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 very much expecting or looking forward to that album. And also James Blake has said he's planning
Yes.
on dropping something this year. So really looking forward to something from both of them, especially Little Sims after those singles. So yeah. But yeah, that's all I had to
Look
say
at
about
that.
that. Did you have any artists you wanted to add real quick since I kind of cheated and did that?
Honestly, no, I think I hit all of mine. I can't really think of any in particular.
Got you.
Also, I just noticed on your music board, you have 64 albums rated only, and you've been on here longer than me. So feel bad about yourself.
I didn't even start using this app really till like now. Like I barely used it that first. What was that last year? I logged a couple stuff and then
Yeah,
I started using it this year because I was like, no, I really need to get into this. But
dude, I'm saying it's been really useful for logging shit.
no, it is. It is definitely. But yeah. So you want to just hop into movies?
Yeah, let's. Oh yeah. Movies. Yeah, I mean, I guess of the ones that I had been anticipating that I liked, Juice and the Black Messiah, I really enjoyed. I didn't catch Raya. There's stuff with that. I enjoyed A Quiet Place too. Didn't love it, but I mean, it was still good.
Right.
Luca, I just watched that this past week. Really, really good. Very enjoyable. So that was good. I guess aside from that, I don't even really remember what other. Oh, something that I did catch. I don't know if it came out last year, but Nobody. That was a good one. It was a good time.
So you gotta start
Yield
using
Theater.
Letterboxd, man.
Dude, I am using Letterboxd.
We should have been using it all year.
Dude, I haven't been watching movies all year. What do you mean? Literally, I've logged everything that I've seen this year.
Well, excuse
I
me.
think.
I
Let
don't
me
know
check.
about that because I haven't seen it on there. I check
Oh,
Letterboxd
Mitchell's
fairly
versus
regularly.
Machines. Yeah, I watched that. That's phenomenal.
I still want to see that.
Phenomenal. Probably favorite movie of the year. Yeah, no, I've rated all of the 5 movies that I've seen thus far this year.
Nice.
Well, I didn't log anything from South by. So I
Okay.
guess I've seen a couple more.
I liked everything from South by.
Yeah, I guess that's not fair then, but I've seen more, but yeah, no.
Got you.
Your movies?
My movies. I mean, I kind of mentioned a decent amount of them in the whatchamacallit, the thing I just did.
Mm-hmm.
But I saw. I'm trying to think of like stuff that came out this year. Disregarding South by stuff.
Right.
Man. Oh, Bo Burnham Inside. That was really solid.
Oh yeah.
Really, really like that. Now I'm looking at it, man. I have not watched a lot of movies that came out this year. I've watched a lot of stuff that came out like late 2020. But not a whole lot from this year specifically. I did watch this movie last night actually. Called Shithouse. That is on Showtime. And it is one of my favorite movies. Like it is like, I don't know, it's a really great feeling when you're watching something and you just know like, man, I'm watching one of my favorite movies for the first time. This is like really cool.
Dang.
Yeah, it's a college movie, coming of age. That's how they get me. That's how they get me. Coming of age.
Coming of age.
Like that's all it takes. But no, this one is really solid. Yeah, I just really love I really love that movie. So check it out, Shithouse. It's on Showtime. If you have access to Showtime, watch it.
Hulu student discount, by the way, you get Showtime. Or
Exactly.
Spotify student discount,
Spotify
rather,
student
you get
discount, you get
Showtime.
Showtime. So go ahead and do that.
Do with that information what you will.
Exactly. Yeah, I guess that came out 2022. Yeah, I've watched a lot of stuff that came out late last year. So I don't know if that necessarily counts for this year, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna try to get in and watch some more 2021 stuff soon. Yeah. And did you have any TV shows you wanted to run down that you caught?
I mean, the Marvel shows have been pretty decent thus far.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not decent. That's not the right word. They've been really pretty good thus far.
Yeah.
Invincible, I thought was phenomenal.
Right.
I don't know if there's any other shows that I caught this year.
Gotcha.
But I've been consistent with the Marvel shows, so
exactly. You've been keeping up. Nice.
So
Nice. I had in here also Invincible. I enjoyed new season of Shro. Pose as well. And a new show that I just caught over the past week on HBO Max called Starstruck. Really enjoyed that as well. Also been enjoying, the Marvel stuff and the few episodes that have come out of Tuca and Bird. And that's all I got.
There you go. That's all we got. So, I mean, hey.
That was very
definitely
long-winded.
Not entirely disappointed in this year thus far, but
there's been stuff. It could be better.
It could be better. I feel like in terms of music, we had a much stronger 2020 start.
Yeah.
Than this year. I mean, obviously COVID had a lot to do with that, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like this year, I mean, it's starting to ramp up. And, hey, we'll just have to see what happens next. So definitely excited. But we're just going to go straight into Loki, and then we'll go and wrap up our show for the night. But yeah, so Loki, episode 4 dropped. We are finally in the second half of the series now. And Noah, you told me you've got some things to say about it. Let's hear it.
I have so many thoughts about this episode.
All right, spoilers, by the way, guys. Spoilers.
Oh yeah, of course, spoilers. We're about
always, as
spoil
always.
the fuck out of this. I think I feel comfortable saying I have a very interesting relationship with this episode because I feel like it is probably my favorite of the season thus far.
Okay, we're off to a good start.
It just still, this episode made me more confused about the narrative of this season and the story that we're telling, which is the same complaints, the same thing we were talking about last week,
Yeah.
I'm just like, where is this story going? Like, now we're in the second half of the season, but it seems like, and in a season, ideally you have one thing that you're working towards, right? Like, and we thought like, okay, we're working towards trying to catch this variant, which like, I feel like that whole thing, like, yes, they were doing that, but it also felt like it wasn't that important. Like, it felt like there were a lot of other things that were happening. Like, we met her and like, they were trying to catch her, but once Loki went off with her in what was that, episode 2?
At the end of episode 2.
Yeah, like they went off together, and then it's like, okay, are we still trying to catch this variant? Like, that doesn't seem like as big of a deal anymore. And then now we've already caught her, and like, I don't know. And now with this second half, now we're just like, oh, TVA is just fucking, corrupt. We don't know what to believe about anything. So now I'm like, okay, this story is about the TVA, or is it a story about Loki? Or like, I don't know. And like, it just feels like we're setting up a completely different storyline halfway into the show, and we have 2 episodes left, right? So I don't know, it just feels very disjointed to me. Like, it doesn't feel like we're telling a complete story that's going to like be satisfying once we get to the end of it. I don't know. I wanted this to be a Loki story, and I wanted it to be Loki going off and having fun, and even if he is with the TVA is involved. I wanted it to be like, I don't know, he's still going around and we're following Loki, but it doesn't seem like that's really what this story is. It seems like it's more trying to serve the TVA, which is possibly just setting up stuff for the future,
Right.
Which, I mean, the MCU does that. It's fine. You expect that from them, but I don't know. That being said, I loved this episode.
Oh yeah, no, it was a fantastic episode.
It was so good. It was so good.
Was.
I just am concerned about how it shifts the rest of the season, like how it shifts the series as a whole,
Right.
Because so much happened in this episode. So much happened.
Yeah, we definitely got a lot more from this episode. And I feel like in this episode, we got a lot of kind of the exposition without sacrificing pushing the plot forward.
Yeah.
Because I feel like episode 3 was a little bit of filler. We got a lot of exposition. Right. But
that's the thing.
And we didn't push the plot forward.
We haven't
but
pushed
this one
the plot forward
we have.
And that's the thing with this show. The plot, we didn't push the plot forward at all. Episode 3. We didn't really do it in episode 1 because we had to figure out what the season was going to be about.
I mean, to be fair, like episode 1 never
I'm
has
not expecting,
to.
and I'm not expecting episode 1. But now it's like, okay, we've progressed the plot forward in 1 episode this season. Now we've progressed the plot forward in 2 episodes this season. And the second episode of the season that progressed the plot has me being like, oh, wow, this is a completely different story than what I was expecting. And it feels a little late in the game to I don't know,
switch it around.
And, it wouldn't be because I'm like, oh, we're halfway through the season. But that means we have 2 episodes.
Yeah.
I mean, we were halfway a couple episodes ago, but now we're in the
we're even more halfway.
The last third of the season. So, and I'm just like, oh, okay. So these timekeepers that we've been like, I don't know. I'm frustrated, but I love it.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good. I literally like whenever Owen Wilson got pruned, my jaw dropped. I was like, what?
I was so hurt.
No, we are not doing this. I love his character. R.I.P.
Mobius.
I was like,
he's coming back. He's coming back. Yeah.
So I was like, yo, what? That really took me by surprise. And also cameo from Lady Sif. I was not expecting that.
Oh yeah, no.
Not expecting that at all.
That was nice. That was a nice surprise.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. So, yeah, that was nice. And I do like, I think this story, that's why I'm like so conflicted, because this story in this episode, I do think is interesting. I do think this angle of like the TVA being, kind of just a lie to all the people that are in the TVA is interesting. The timekeepers just being this kind of facade, even though, we thought that they were like the end all be all overseers of time, when really it seems like it's just that one, like, I don't know her character's name, but I know the actress is Gugu. So I know she seems to me, if I had to guess, seems like she's pulling all the strings right now.
Oh, who, Renslayer?
Is she the one that Mobius was always like going and having a drink with
in the office? Yeah, Ravonna Renslayer.
Yeah. Ravonna. Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm assuming she's pulling all the strings. And yeah, this is super interesting. It really is. I don't know how we're gonna wrap all this up in 2 episodes. But we'll see. And now Loki is getting pruned. And did you see the end credit scene?
I did see the post credit scene. Yes.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, interesting.
So we got even more Loki variants.
We got another Loki variant. Yeah.
No, we got three more. Wait. There was 4 in that scene.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
There was the black dude, the kid, the alligator, and the old guy.
Oh, wait. They were all. Those are all variants.
Yeah, they all had Loki shit.
I only saw the one with Loki. Like I only saw the one that actually had the Loki costume on.
Yeah, the old guy, and then the crocodile had the helmet. The kid had like a kind of helmet, and then the black dude, he didn't have a helmet, but he had Mjolnir.
Oh, see, it was a quick shot. I didn't get a.
It was a quick shot, but I was like,
wow. Okay,
I looked at that shit
kind
close.
of wild. That's kind of wild now. I'm gonna have to go back and look at that particular shot actually, but well, that's even cooler, honestly. Whenever Loki got
YouTube
pruned, I was
breakdowns,
like, I actually do watch YouTube breakdowns, but I haven't gotten.
You
into
do?
it yet.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, I got off work pretty late today, and then
no,
watched
that
the
makes
episode,
sense.
and yeah, but
that's why you got to watch the episode at 2 a.m. So that way you go to sleep, you think about it, and then you wake up in the morning, and all the breakdowns are.
That would be nice if I had a little more time to sit with episodes before we talked about them, because I literally watched them like a couple hours before we do this, but I can't swing it. I can't swing it.
No, I got it.
No, yeah. I thought this episode was really solid. I do like that they brought them out of that planet beginning of the episode.
Yeah.
I was like, good.
Yeah, that was the one thing that we were definitely really concerned about at the end of episode 3, because it's like, okay, we essentially started on this planet and ended on this planet with seemingly no way out.
Yeah.
How the fuck are we going to get past this in the plot? So that was definitely something that we were both really worried about. But they did it. They managed it. Albeit, I'll admit, kind of a stupid reasoning.
I was going to say
I always hate that. I always hate that. Where it's like, oh, our love is our strength. They did that shit in The Conjuring. It was fucking stupid. They did this shit here. And you know what? I'll let it slide a bit here because like it's not like necessarily romantic love in a sense, but like more of.
You don't think it?
And the way that I see it is that Loki is developing as a character, as someone who rather instead of just being a trickster and just like fucking with people, like he finds himself genuinely caring. Exactly.
It seems like they're about to fucking make out, dude. They're about to make out.
I don't know, man.
Nah, he was about.
Hey, look, if anyone were to be that self-absorbed, it would be Loki, if we're being honest. But
oh no, yeah, definitely.
And I will say one thing. I know you were complaining about kind of the story feeling everywhere. I think it's fitting in a show about Loki, who is all about tricks, that this show is essentially full of misdirection. I think that's kind of the whole point of the way that they're going. So I think breaking the show up, rather than breaking the show up into halves, I think it was interesting that you pointed out we're in the last third. I think breaking the show up into thirds is the best way to understand it. I think the first third is like chasing the variant saga, if you will. The second third, which is episode 3 and 4, is, like the truth about the TVA. We'll say it that way. And then 5 and 6, we'll see what the fuck happens from there. But I think when you break it up that way, I think the story actually does make a lot more sense. That doesn't remove the problems from the third episode. Obviously, there's still a lot of issues. But when you break it up that way, it makes a lot of sense. And I think that misdirect works.
When you break it up, when you say it like that, I honestly, I can get behind that a little more, I think. Because it does seem like, we're wanting to accomplish this with the first third, this with the second third, and this with the last third. So,
and then it's 3-act structure.
yeah, they got it going. So, and I mean they.
But I think the main thing is that what we're seeing is that the MCU shows are in most cases just going to be self-contained stories that they want to tell to further the universe.
Right.
Without the use of a film. Because obviously a film is a lot of production that goes into it. Not to say that a TV is not, but a TV show is like, it's very different in the way that
Right.
it is. You obviously have more time to tell a cohesive story,
Mm-hmm.
and it's honestly a lot less risky, I'll say, just from a production standpoint.
No, for sure.
So I think that that's kind of the way that they're going. A lot of them are going to be self-contained. So going forward, thinking that way about these shows rather than thinking, oh, Falcon and the Winter Soldier could be a buddy cop series that goes on for a while, and Loki could be a time cop series that goes on for a while. Instead of thinking like that, we got to think of these series as self-contained. What is this story arc going to tell us?
Yeah, I get you. I think that's a very good way of looking at things.
Yeah.
And definitely
But-
can help, restructure how
Our expectations, at least.
my expectations and enjoyment of the show as far as a story is concerned. So yeah, I will say I think this last episode has me extremely excited for the rest of the season.
Yes,
Um,
definitely.
yeah, because this episode I was like, here we go.
I was in, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, and just Mobius putting the pieces together, and just when he got caught, when they got outside, I was like, no.
Here's the thing. I was like, all right, Loki's about to pull some shit. They're gonna get out of this. I don't know. They're gonna break out of the TVA. Like whatever happens. No, they were just. She was just like prune him, and then he did. I was like,
dude. I was like, they fucking went there, and it's crazy because like the fact that they even went to pruning Loki at the end.
yeah, that
I was like,
like,
what? That was so unexpected. Because and I think they did a very good job at the pacing of that scene right there.
Yep.
The pacing of the scene when they meet the timekeepers, which by the way, the cinematography in that scene was very nice, especially the color direction.
Yeah.
I really liked, and just something that I thought, since the lighting was really blue,
right.
it kind of made them both look like frost giants, you know?
It did. That's I thought, I was like, at first I didn't know if they were taking them to timekeepers or not. And when we got in that room, at first I was like, yo, are we doing frost giant shit? Is that what we're
Yeah, which like I thought, obviously that's probably a more subtle thing. That's not like the main intention of it, but I think it's a really cool detail to point out.
doing? Yeah, definitely.
Also, this is all just a Kang setup, obviously. Like this is a Kang the Conqueror setup. Like we've officially pointed out that the timekeepers are just androids and they're pointless.
Yeah.
And Ravonna Renslayer in the comics is the lover of Kang.
Oh, you're pulling
Literally.
you're pulling it all out.
It's the setup. It's all but confirmed at this point.
It's just
So I think-
wild that they are setting this stuff up now, and then we're not going to see Ant-Man, which Kang is.
Yeah, Ant-Man's not coming out for a
supposed to be the
while.
Villain. We're not getting.
But
that
I
for a
think he's
while,
gonna be.
you
I
know?
think he's gonna show up in Doctor Strange. I think
Oh, you
because
think?
obviously, if he's supposed to be considered like the Thanos of this saga, I guess like we could just call it the multiverse saga. You know, I feel like that's a fair name.
That is good.
That makes sense because obviously that's the kind of issue that we're dealing with. If Kang is the big villain of the multiverse saga, introducing him early on is not a terrible idea. I
Nope,
think he
not
could
at all.
show up
I do think,
if at least in a post-credit scene in Doctor Strange.
I do think, though, which is something that other people pointed out, a lot of people keep expecting or have expected these MCU shows to set up really big plot points for the movies, and they haven't so far. So I'm not sure if I'm expecting Loki, like the Loki TV show, to be the thing that sets up the big bad for the entire saga. That would be a pretty big deal. for
That
him
would
to
be a
first introduced
ballsy
in
move.
Loki. So we'll see. We'll see. I don't know
I
if
don't
they
know.
would
I
introduce him, but I think they could sprinkle some.
Tease.
Yeah, they could tease. You know, we could
Maybe
see
I
some
feel
of
like maybe a post-credit scene. I think we might not
that.
fully get him in because like my original thought process was, okay, this last third we're gonna start getting into the ins and outs. Maybe we'll see Kang or whatever. But I think obviously, like I think the big bad right now is still going to be Ravonna. I think dealing with that, and then the the last bits of the TVA.
I agree.
But I think if anything, it could come down to, okay, they defeat Ravonna. Post-credit scene, episode 6, she goes into a room and Kang is there and whatever. And then boom, huge fucking post-credit scene. I think that's a safe way for them to do it. Rather than a full-on reveal.
Ballsy move for sure. But
it would be, but honestly, I do, like I said, I feel like this show has the most consequences for the entirety of the MCU going forward.
I can see that, definitely. I mean, it's the one that's controlling time, so.
Yeah. Also, B-15 character arc, fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I loved it because she was so rude in the beginning. She was a fucking asshole to Loki, and now she's just redeemed herself and just.
She's great.
What a great character arc.
Shout out One Me. That's the name of the actress. She's killing it.
Shout out. Big shout outs.
Yeah. Really solid episode. Excited for the rest of the season. Guess that's
I'm definitely excited to see what the rest of the season has in store.
Yeah. And I think that's all I got to say about it. I don't know if you even want to go down everything we've been listening and watching. I feel like we covered a lot of that. I don't know if you
we can touch it super quick. Because like we like to drag that out a lot.
We kind of took that time on the front end this time.
Yeah, so. Exactly. That was very on the front end. But obviously, I know we're both gonna say, "Call Me If You Get Lost." Fantastic album. If you haven't listened to it, seriously, check that shit out now. What the fuck are you doing? All right, you need to check that out. But I mean, aside from that, there weren't a ton of projects that really blew me away. The Maria's project, I did enjoy quite a bit. Their debut project was nice. I didn't love this project, but BFB to Pac-Man's project, Fat Dudes Need Love Too. Or Big Dudes Need Love Too. I don't remember. Oh, it's Fat Dudes. Yeah. That shit is fucking funny. This man is hilarious.
I can imagine.
Free Joe Exotic with Sada Baby. And like, dude, Frenchman with Benny the Butcher went hard. And he got the Zach Fox featuring. Dude, this man is hilarious.
I didn't know. I hadn't seen the track list.
Fucking hilarious. That was what, because I saw the Zach Fox and the Benny feature, and I was like, oh, I need to listen to this. It's not anything fantastic. It's not like crazy lyrical. It's like TJX6. It's like that fucking fun. This is that funny fucking shit. But yeah, definitely. If I'm gonna give you 3 tracks, listen to Free Joe Exotic, definitely. Frenchman, because that one's just a dope track, even though it's not even that hilarious. And Bob and Weave with Zach Fox. Holy fuck, man.
Dang. Yeah, I'm gonna have to tap it.
But that shit was hilarious. God, I loved it. And then I watched Luca. Luca was awesome. I very much enjoyed that. But go ahead.
Nice. As far as music is concerned, like I said, I listened to that Erica de Cassier. I'm just gonna say it like that. Yeah.
There you go.
Enjoyed that. New single from Mick Jenkins. Fuck. It's called Truffles.
Oh shit. Did I even hear that? Am I it's fake Mick Jenkins fan? Oh, it might be on the latter half of my playlist.
So good. So
is
good.
It?
Yeah, it's really good. Lost You. First, I believe this is the first single from the upcoming Snow Allegra album.
Ooh, I did hear that.
I like that one. Honestly.
We liking?
Yeah.
We liking Snow?
It was good. It was good.
That's what I like to hear.
I think on her past projects, she's had songs here and there that I've really been impressed by, but I can't say that I've fully loved an entire project from her yet. But I really feel like this might be the one.
Might be the one, huh? All right.
Might be. So got that. Also, this new remix from Sugar Babes and Blood Orange called Same Old Story.
I didn't get around to that one, but I did see it.
It's solid. It's really solid. Yeah, so there's
definitely gonna have to give that one a listen.
There is this new track that I just heard. When was this? Earlier today? Maybe yesterday? I think it might have been yesterday. BDE, which we all know what that means. From Shy Girl and Slow Tie. Shy Girl,
yes,
who,
yes.
if you don't know, hyperpop, been killing it in the hyperpop scene for the past. I don't
Dang,
know.
Slow Tie on a hyperpop track.
Yeah, she's been killing it for the past year and a half or so in that lane. I would say she's a little bit more gritty and grimy. But her EP Alias that she came out with last year, had some production on there with Sophie. Rest in peace. But
R.I.P.
yeah, Shy Girl been killing it. The second this song popped up on my Spotify's been good about popping stuff up for me now. Like new singles
no
and,
kidding.
like little just like Lucy's things in here like that. I'm like, I appreciate that. Cause but yeah, the second I saw this pop up on my Spotify, I was like, oh fuck. Like just knowing Shy Girl and knowing Slow Tie, I was like, this is gonna be fire. This is gonna be fire. It's one of those, I don't do this often. I added it to my playlist before I even heard it. I was like,
oh dang, really?
I didn't know this was gonna be fire. And it was.
Look at you,
yeah,
man. You were there preemptively.
I was. So that, and then the new EP that I heard from Jordy, who is thought it was really solid, UK rapper. Hadn't heard of him before, I don't think. King Wow. Shout out King Wow. He put me on. He's down bad, but hey.
Yeah, King Wow is down bad.
He put me on.
Unfortunately. But
so,
hey.
Thanks for that. And that was that. Oh yeah, and then what I saw
dying
was,
wish.
Yeah, apparently because he's dying. But I saw that movie Shithouse. Like I said, legitimately, I think it is one of my favorite movies now. Just great movie. Just great movie. Really short too. It's like 100 minutes. Like, come on.
Oh, okay.
So if you get the chance to watch it, or feel like you're in the mood,
I might have to. I'll have to check that one out.
It was pretty cool. I thought it was pretty cool. So, yeah.
Dope.
That is that. Man, that was an episode.
Yeah, no, definitely. I was not expecting us to go nearly as long for this one, but
I had a feeling.
Hey, we did it. We had to talk about a whole half a year in just under 2 hours. So, I mean, hey, we're here.
We did it.
We did it. I want to thank you all for watching once again. As always, if you are listening on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, any podcast listening platform, we also do a video podcast that releases at the same time on YouTube. Look up Needle in the Lens podcast on YouTube. And if you're on YouTube and you want to listen to us on the go, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, bunch of platforms, links will be in the description. And for both of those groups, we do stream this podcast live on Twitch, twitch.tv/FlipTV Live. Join us Wednesday evenings at 6:30 Central, 4:30 Pacific, 7:30 Eastern. We go live, and during our breaks and during the after show, we interact with you folks and whatnot and stuff like that. So yeah, that's going to be it for this week. And hopefully next week I will have a cleaner setup. That's my main thing right now. So we're gonna work on that. But yeah, you folks have a good night, rest of your day, whatever you got going on, and enjoy everything that's coming out.
Yes.
Peace out.
Bye.